So earlier this week, we had Purim. And we had, and I don't know if you noticed this, I noticed that the cantor noticed this because we were walking outside, and the cantor looked up and she said, "Oh my gosh, look at that full moon." And the full moon happens on the 15th of the month when many of our Jewish holidays happen. And the season itself invites us to look up to the sky because the world is changing. Winter is loosening. If you didn't hear before, the daffodils are beginning to really come into their own. And the moon matters a lot in Judaism. Judaism pays attention to the moon. We mark the months and the holidays through the cycles and the seasons of the moon, and the moon helps us to sanctify time. So I want to teach everyone a refrain, and I want to invite not only our young people, but also the adults to help me tell this story. Are you willing to help me tell the story? All right. That did not sound convincing to me. Are you willing to help me tell the story? Okay, great. So whenever I say that the moon cried, right, you're going to say, this isn't good and this isn't fair, right? This isn't good, this isn't fair, right? So the moon cried. This isn't good, this isn't fair. Perfect. It looks like you've done this before. So in the beginning, our tradition tells us that the sun and the moon were the exact same size. But guess what? The moon couldn't handle that. And so the moon, our tradition tells us, complains to God that there is not enough room in the sky for both the sun and the moon to be the exact same size. And the moon cried to God, "This is not good. And this is not fair." And so God responds and says, "You know what, moon? You're right. I'm going to make you smaller." And so all of a sudden the moon felt the feelings of starting to shrink down. The moon shrunk and shrunk and shrunk and shrunk. And the moon said to God, "This is not good and this is not fair." And the moon said to God, "Well, at least if I'm going to be smaller, at least let me be as 2 times, 3 times, 5 times as bright as the sun. I want to be bright. I could be smaller, but guess what? I could also be brighter." And God thought about that. And God said, "Well, how are you feeling? Why do you want to be brighter than the sun?" And the moon said, "Well, I feel so small, so I need to be brighter." And so God said to the moon, "Not only are you not going to be brighter, but actually your light is only going to be a reflection of the sun." And the moon cried to God and said, "This is not good and this is not fair." It's not good and it's not fair, and the moon was really disappointed. And the moon cried to God and said, "How can you make me smaller? How can you make it so that I'm not as bright as, or even brighter than the sun, that I'm only reflecting the sun's light?" And God said to the moon, No. You have a sacred role. You have a special role. Because people are going to mark their time by you, about when the months begin and when they end and when the seasons change. And they're going to celebrate the festivals by you. When every new moon comes 15 days later, when you are brightest in the sky, they're going to celebrate their holidays. You're not less, but you are different. The sun is going to rule by day, and the moon is going to rule by night. The moon is the companion of dreamers. The moon is the companion of seekers and poets and people who need comfort and people who can look up into the sky and see wonder. Because when the sun's out, they're not even going to be able to see the stars. When the sun's out, they're not even going to be able to look at it. there's a human lesson here. Sometimes we compare ourselves to others. Sometimes we wish we were bigger and brighter and more like someone else. We may even cry out, this isn't fair, and this isn't right. But not every kind of light is the same. Some light blazes, and some light softens. And every kind of light matters. This is the season in our year when we go from Purim to Passover, and we experience spring. Spring doesn't arrive all at once. It happens slowly. It happens quietly. It happens steadily. And the moon has a lesson for us. It teaches us that change is not failure. Change is part of being alive. You don't need to be someone else to be radiant. You don't need to fill every space to matter. Life changes. The seasons of life change. And the moon changes too. And still, it keeps shining. Shabbat shalom, everyone.